lot of things. Oh, happy day, happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday. Hope everybody's feeling okay. Hoping everybody's feeling okay. Even if you're not feeling okay, what we found out is the more you do a little bit, the better you start to feel. And then it tends to make you want to do a little bit more. We're going to find out whether you feel good or not. We start with the most important part. We start with the breathing. Okay, we start with the breathing. Okay? And by breathing, it's a in through your nose and then out through your mouth. Again, it's in through the nose and out through your mouth. Again, in through the nose, out through your mouth, and relax. Now that's what we call breathing. Okay? That's what we call breathing. You've been doing it every day of your life. You would think you get better at it. The truth is, the longer you stick around, it actually gets harder and harder to do. Okay? The more you move, the more you breathe. Okay? Think about the way you came in here. You get a little spring on the bottom, you start screaming and moving, and you start breathing. Okay? The older you get, the less you're moving. The less you're jumping up, causing a ruckus. The more you're likely to be sitting still doing nothing or even laying down and doing nothing. Okay? The question is, what makes you old? Is it the years or the fact that you're slowing down and not doing anything anymore? That is the question. Okay? Do you get old because you're not doing anything, or are you not doing anything because you're old? I say it's a feeling. It all depends on how you feel. One day you wake up feeling, woo! The next day you might feel like you don't even want to get out of bed. But this is all feelings. This is what consistency is all about. When you get into your routine, no matter what you feel like, you stick to your routine, and then your routine makes you feel better. The routine I'm trying to remind you about politely is breathing. It's the longest routine you've been doing. But if you don't put effort into the breathing, it's going to be the first thing you give up. And it's unfortunate because if you're not breathing, you're leaving. And we like it. We like it. You spend all that time around here building relationships. We like you sticking around. The only way you do that is if you breathe. You ever heard some people need a reason to live? What they mean is a reason to do something and a reason to breathe. Your reason to live is what's making you breathe. What we found out is you do a whole lot of stuff for a whole lot of other people than yourself. Right now, I want you to get selfish. I want you to think about you. I want you to think about you for a minute. And I want you to breathe. I want you to breathe like you don't want to leave. Okay? How do we do that again? In through your nose, out through your mouth. In through your nose, out through your mouth. In through your nose, out through your mouth. One more. In through your nose, out through the mouth, and relax. Okay? Now that breathing is all it takes, is what it takes for you to sit up in your chair, pay attention, and just sit there doing nothing. In order to do more, you have to do more breathing. Otherwise, the breathing that you're doing is just enough to keep you alive and awake. It's not going to give you enough energy to do anything. Okay? Now we're going to try doing something. Okay? And we're going to try to make it as easy as we can. Okay? Whew. It looks like this. I'll demonstrate the exercise. It looks like this. Okay? We don't want you to do anything except move your chin and look over your shoulder. Okay? When you look over that shoulder, we don't want you to just look to the left and to the right. We want you to look over your shoulder as far as you can. Okay? Turn and look over that shoulder as far as you can. Hold the position. Okay? And then relax. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay? Slowly turn. Turn as far as you can. The slower you turn, the farther you can turn. The more you'll feel it. And then relax. Now the funny thing about this is if you're not used to stretching or doing your best physical-wise, it's going to be difficult for you to breathe and feel something at the same time. Okay? It's going to be difficult to feel something and breathe at the same time. Let's try again with a different exercise. Okay? This time, we want you to bring your ear to your shoulder. Your ear to your shoulder. I got my eyes on you. Yeah. I got my eyes on you. You're gonna bring your ear to your shoulder. Okay? It looks like this. And the reason I give you a demonstration of what it looks like is because you'll mimic what it is you'll see. Otherwise, you'll do it any way you want to. We want you to do it just like this. Nothing moves except you bring the ear to your shoulder. You don't move your shoulder, you bring your ear to your shoulder. Okay? You're going to feel that in the other side of your neck. Okay? Just like you feel that in your neck, make sure you feel yourself breathing in through the nose and out through your mouth. In through the nose and out through your mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth, and relax. Same for the opposite. Ear to shoulder. Make sure you're breathing. This is what we call stretching. Okay? This loosens up tight muscles. It alleviates pain, makes things feel better. Slowly, relax. The next one is called a shoulder shrug. It's called a shoulder shrug. Shoulder shrug will feel a little different than a stretch. Okay? The shoulder shrug, we're now picking up your shoulders. In order to pick up something, it's going to take a certain amount of strength or effort. Okay? It's going to take a certain amount of strength or effort. When you have to put effort into it, you're going to feel it. Okay? Whereas stretching, relaxing, picking up something, you have to put effort into it. What we're going to try to do now is pick up your shoulders or your shoulder girdle, and we want to pick them both up at the same time. Okay? It looks like this. Your arms are down. Shoulders come up to your ears, and then you relax. Then we'll try it again. This time, when you pick up on your shoulders, make sure your head doesn't move. Okay? Don't duck your head. Ready? Shoulders up, shoulders down. Let's try again. Okay? This time when we pick them up, okay, make sure your elbows stay tight against your torso. Okay? Ready? Shoulders up, shoulders down. Everybody okay? Now, did you hear all of those instructions I gave you? That's what we call making it complicated. With all of those details, it's just like being in school and listening to the teacher. Okay? When you do that kind of concentrating, it's very hard for you to breathe while you're trying to pay attention to all the details. So just like the teacher, we have to give you things to practice. The more you practice it, the easier it gets. And then focusing on all those details won't seem so difficult. Because that's a lot to keep track of. Let's try it again. This time, instead of doing 1, 2, or 3, we're going to do 20. Oh yeah, you heard it. Guess what I think? By the time we finish, by the time you get to 20, you're going to be real good at picking up your shoulders. By the time we get to 20, I don't think I'm going to have to tell you how to do it anymore. I think you're going to already know you should be breathing. You're going to be picking up on your shoulders. You're going to be keeping your head still. I think you're going to do the absolute best you can. Don't worry. If I see that you're not doing the best you can, I'll remind you. Arms are down by your side. Okay? Now let's give it a shot. Nice and easy. Ready? Starting position. Exercise. Up, down, up, down. Breathe out and in and up and down. And 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 5. Up, down, up, and 6. Shoulders up, shoulders down. Breathe out and in. And 1, 2, 3, 7. 1, 2, 3, 8. Up, down, up. 9. All the way up, down, up. 10. Hold it up. Now, did you see how many times I got you to move it? All of that moving you did, I already know you'd rather be moving it than holding it. Right now, holding it should get very uncomfortable real quick. It's much easier to move it than it is to hold it. Okay? But if you're going to hold it, there's rules to holding it. Okay? Number one, we want to make sure we're doing it right so that we're feeling it in the right places, because you're going to feel it when you're holding it. Okay? You want to make sure you're sitting up as tall as you can with your elbows tight against your torso. Number one, you want to make sure you're breathing. Okay? Now that focus on your breathing instead of what you're feeling is actually going to give you some extra strength. We want you to put that strength to use. Do the best you can and pick the shoulders up even higher. Up, 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 up. Now, slowly relax. Should feel good to relax. Should feel good to relax. Even more important, you control when relaxation happens. Whenever you stop, everything feels better. When you're doing something, though, you should feel something happening. Okay? But it doesn't mean it has to hurt. Just because you don't want to do it doesn't mean it has to hurt. Just because you don't like it doesn't mean it has to hurt. Everything doesn't hurt. But you should feel something. Okay? Let's keep moving. Why? Because the more you do things, it makes you feel better. Okay? The more you do things, the more it makes you feel better. Okay? Mind and body work together. Your mind likes to get into all kinds of things. It can think of a million things to get into. It likes to get you into things. Okay? Arms are down. Now we're going to make sure you can pick up on your hands. We're going to make sure you can pick up on your hands. Okay? It looks like this. The arms are down. You pick them up. You put them back down. Okay? We try it again. Okay, we try it again. Why? Because when we do it again, you actually get better at it. This time when you pick up on your hands, don't move your elbow. Okay? This is what it looks like. Oh, perfect. Yep. Perfect. Yep. Perfect. When you don't move your elbow, your hand should land right in front of your shoulder. Yep. Perfect. 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 Arms are down. Pick them up. Put them back down. Okay? One more corner. One more corner. Everybody familiar with making a muscle? See, normally I don't even have to describe it if you know how to make a muscle. No, if you ever heard the term make a muscle, you're going to normally do this. And we're all doing the exact same thing, whether we know this or not. What you're doing is you're turning your thumb to the left and to the right. When you turn your thumb to the left and to the right, it tightens up on your bicep muscle, makes your bicep fire up. We want your bicep muscles to wake up too. How do you do that? When you're picking up your hand, you bring it here and you make a muscle. And then you put it back down. Okay? Because if you don't use your arms, if you sit around long enough and don't use your arms, they will forget how to work. And then you'll come up with a shortcut trying to work them. And normally this is how you hurt them. Okay? Let's make sure your hands work. They're down. We pick them up. We put it down. We pick it up. They're down. And then they're up. Down and up. Put it down and pick it up. Can you put down? Work on picking up. Put it down and pick it up. It's down. And then it's up. It's down and up. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. It's in and out. And down and then up. Take it down and pick it up. Take it down and pick it up. In 5. In down. In 4. And then it's down. In 3, in down, in 2, and then you're through. In 1, and then you're done. It's down. Now hold it. Now do you see how many times you were able to use your arms when we breathe while you're doing it and you're doing it right? Okay? This is how we get in shape. We make sure you're doing it right, make sure you're doing it correctly, and then we do it till you don't want to do it anymore, until it gets on your nerves. How do we know it's getting on your nerves? You stop doing it correctly. How do you know you're too tired to keep going? You're not doing it right anymore. That's when it's time to take a break. But as long as you can do it and do it properly, you're still strong. Okay, and anytime you go longer, you get stronger. But know that it gets uncomfortable. You're going to feel it. Slowly relax. The beauty of what we're feeling is you can control when you stop it. All you have to do is stop whatever it is you're doing. Okay? Take a break is what they call that. Let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. Down to your legs. I normally describe this as my favorite exercise. Okay? I know I'm kind of geeky and nerdy like that. Don't make this complicated. Don't make it complicated. Whether you sit or stand, all we want you to do is try to lift your knee straight into the air. Not to the left, not to the right, but straight up in the air. Okay? Pick it up and put it back down. Okay? Let's try the other leg. You want to do the same thing. Make sure you can pick it. Don't worry about your foot. Just pick straight up on your knee. Okay? Up and then down. We'll try it again. Okay? Opposite leg. Picking up on your knee. This time when you pick up on your knee, make sure your face doesn't move. Okay? Ready? Up and then down. Oh, outstanding. Outstanding. One more time. This time pick it up and hold it. Make sure you're not holding your breath. Now relax. Let's stay on one leg. Same leg. Okay? Same leg. This time we're going to pick it up about 10 times. Okay? It's going to feel different. Right now it should feel comfortable because we haven't done anything to it. But the more you use it, the more it's going to start talking. Okay? Your job is to do the best you can. Okay? If at any point it feels like it's too uncomfortable to keep moving, you just try to hold it steady. Okay? Let's give it a shot. Better. Starting position. Exercise. 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 6, up, down, breathe out, and 7, breathe out, and in, and up, and 8, 1, 2, 3, 9, and 1, 2, 3, 10, hold it up. Make sure you're not holding your breath. Breathe, now relax. Oh, it should feel good to relax. Relaxing feels good because you've been doing something. Relaxing and then going over here to relax doesn't feel any better. Relax only feels good compared to work. Now let's do the same thing for the opposite leg. Opposite leg. Okay? Again, we want to bring your knee as close to your chest as you can. Face stays in place. Ready? Exercise. 1, 2, 3, 1. Breathe out and in. Breathe out and 2. And 1, 2, 3, 3. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Up, down, up. 5, up, down, up. And 6. Breathe out and in and up. And 7. And 1, 2, 3, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 9. And 1, 2, 3, 10. Try to hold it. Not your breath, not your breath. Now relax. Whew, when you relax, the only thing you should be thinking about is breathing now. Shouldn't be thinking about moving. All you're doing now is breathing. The breathing is important because you're going to need that breathing in order to do something else. That's why it makes you pick your breathing up because it knows you still have more energy and you're able to do more. You take a break when you're tired. Okay, otherwise you keep going until you need a break. Whew. If you got a job, they expect you to go for 4 hours before you even think about a break. Okay? Whew. The next one, the next one, the next one. All you're going to do now is try to straighten your leg out. Straighten your leg out. Yep, you got it. Try to straighten your leg out and with your heel on the floor. Trying to straighten the leg out with your heel on the floor. What this is going to do is now we're going to try to lift your whole leg, one leg at a time. We're making sure the muscles are strong enough to lift your leg, one leg at a time. If the muscles aren't strong enough to lift your leg, the muscles aren't strong enough to control your leg. If the muscles aren't strong enough to control your leg, you're going to know it every time you try to move your leg. And guess what? You're going to teach yourself, don't move my leg because I don't like the way it feels. Whew. All you got to do is do your best. Looking good. Perfect, perfect. Straighten your leg out with the toe pointed up. And now we're going to lift from your toe. I used to use the example of the Rockettes. Remember the Rockettes? Broadway. This is your chance. Take it on the road. Straighten that leg all the way out. Okay? Ready? Exercise. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 6. 1, 2, 3, 7. 1, 2, 3, 8. 1, 2, 3, 9. 1, 2, 3, 10. And relax. Now we're going. Now let's see how quiet it is. Your body is processing what it felt. Okay? Now we want to give the other leg a try, because your body's going to process that too. Okay? You straighten your leg out. I'm calling it straighten your leg out. The technical term would be to extend. Take the bend out or elongate. Okay? Your toe is now pointed up. When it's extended or it's elongated, this is when it's at its weakest. Okay? Ready? Exercise. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 6. 1, 2, 3, 7. 1, 2, 3, 8. 1, 2, 3, 9. 1, 2, 3, 10. And relax. Now, I'm being quiet because your body ought to still be talking to you. So you ought to still be listening. That leg ought to still be talking. It ought to be tingling. Okay? One more time. The same exercise. Okay? Try to straighten your leg out with your toe pointed up. Okay, your heel is on the floor. We just did 10. This time we're going to go to 3. All I'm going to do is slow it down just a little bit. Slow it down just a little bit. When you do it slow, anything below your belt, the slower you move it, the heavier it feels. Okay? The slower you move it, the heavier it feels. All you're trying to do again is lead with your toe, lift from your toe. Keep the heel on the ground, no bend in your knee. Ready? Oh, did I mention keep your face in place? Exercise. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 3. And relax. The other leg. Straighten the leg all the way out, taking the bend out with the toe pointed up. Ready? Exercise. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 3. And relax. Okay? Everybody okay? Well, I know you're not. I know you're okay because we're not doing anything you're not designed to do. When you can't do what it is we're doing, we want to know why. Why not? Because something must be going on. Okay? That last exercise is necessary before you're able. That last exercise demonstrates whether you're strong enough to use your knees correctly. Okay? If you couldn't lift your leg without your knee bending, it means you're not strong enough to lift your leg and stabilize it at the same time. You can't do 2 things at one time. Okay? Let's practice putting it all together. Okay? Practice putting it all together. Okay? It looks like this. We put the last 3 exercises together. We pick up on your knee. You push out on your toe. You bring it back in. You touch the floor. You go to the other leg. You pick it up. You push it out. You bring it in. You set it down. Let's try one more. Okay? Pick up on your knee. Now watch. Now look at your knee. Put your eye on your knee. Now push out on your toe. Did you see how your knee just moved? See what I'm getting at? You're not strong enough to do them both at the same time. Relax. When you're not strong enough, when you recognize weakness, The lesson here is get stronger. The lesson here is get stronger. Whenever, as soon as you recognize the weakness, the goal is to get stronger at it. Otherwise, you'll look for a substitute or you'll start to compensate. Whew, here we go. Now we're going to put it together. Okay? Ready? Up, out, in, down. Switch. Up, out, in, and down. Switch. Up, push it out, bring it in, put it down. Pick it up, push it out, bring it in, put it down. It's up, it's out, bring it in, and down. It's up, it's out, bring it in, and down. Up, out, 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 and relax. When you're sitting down, if you can do that exercise, normally I would say your knees work properly. They're doing what they're supposed to. If they don't feel good when you stand up, you're more than likely not using them properly. Okay? Whew. Down to your toes, down to your toes, down to your toes, down to your toes, down to your toes. Okay? Push your feet out in front of you. Okay? Pushing your feet out. When you push your feet out in front of you, your heels are in front of your knees. And that's on purpose. You want your heels out in front of you. Push way out in front of you with your heels on the floor and toes on the floor. Now you pick up as high as you can on your toes. Your heels should still be on the floor. Now you relax. Okay? When we're picking, whenever, in order for anything to flex or bend, something has to stay still. Right now, your heel is on the floor. It helps for your toes to come up because your heel is on something that doesn't move. Let's try again. Pick up on your toes and then relax. Okay? One more. Let's try again. Pick up on the toes. Now, just hold it right there for a second. Okay? Because your heel is on the floor, this makes this a strong move because it doesn't move. Now, relax. Should feel good to relax. Now let's tap the toes. Okay? Let's just tap the toes. Tap your toe. Tap your toes. Tap your toes. Tap your toes. Tap. Tap. Tap your toe. Tap, 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 tap your toe. I'm trying not to give you a speed to tap at. I want you to see how fast you're tapping it. Because I'm guaranteeing that the speed you're tapping is faster than you choose to walk. That's what I'm guaranteeing. Why? Because every muscle below your belt likes to move fast. If given the chance, it would move fast if it can. The only reason it doesn't move fast is you don't have the brakes to slow it down. So you slow down. And then you start doing all of this real slow. The problem with you doing it slow is it wears you out. Doing this stuff slow wears you out. Whew. And doing it nice and quiet like this, the only thing you get to feel and the only thing you hear is bones cracking and muscles getting tired. Whenever your feet are moving, your hands like to move too. Let's add in your hands. Add in your hands. Add in your hands. Add in your hands. Now, do you see how fast you're tapping your hands and moving your toes? Do you see how long you've been tapping your fingers and moving your toes? We could have been to Main Street and back by now. Tap, and tap, and tap, and tap. So the question is, how come you're not up on Main Street? When you're not doing it, that's the indication something's wrong. When you're not up doing it, that's an indication something is wrong. When you're not up going to Main Street, not going to the mall, not doing this and doing that, you're going to be going to see your doctor. Yeah, because that's what happens when you're not doing anything. The doctor's going to have to talk to you and try to encourage you to do a little more, to remind you what you used to do. All I'm doing right now is reminding you about using your hands and using your feet. We're not doing nothing but moving fingers and toes. Fingers and toes. And I bet you're getting tired of doing that. When you go longer, you get stronger. When you go longer, you get stronger. But it's hard to do it by yourself. Oh. Now listen to the rhythm of the tapping. It sounds like we're in New York somewhere. We're all in rhythm. We're all tapping at the same speed. We're getting good at this thing. We might have to take it on the road. And how are you laughing and still tapping your toes? Surely this does not feel good. I know you're not trying to tell me this feels good. What kind of medication are you on? Then the funny thing about this is all the time, if you ever see anybody out walking around or doing all of this jogging, they normally have on headphones. Why? Because they want a little distraction. A little distraction makes it a little bit easier. Tap, 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 tap your toe, 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 tap, 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 woo, tap, 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 tap your toe. Ooh. 10, 9, and 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, and 1, and 1, and 1, and 1. Drop your hands, keep the toes. 10, 9, and 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, 2, 2, 2, 2, and 1. And now you're done. Now see how she's smiling? See how she's smiling? All of you should feel something from your knees down to your toes tingling. So what are you smiling about? Because no matter how you feel, it feels good to do something. No matter what it is, it feels better to do something. You can always turn off what it is you're feeling by stopping, taking a break. Whew. But the more you do, the more you breathe. We're not worried about you when you're doing something. We're worried about you when you're not doing something. Kid jumped on the bus, they're on the way to school, no problem. They're not getting out the bed. Why aren't you doing what you're supposed to be doing? Something must be wrong. Whew. Let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. Why? Because you've already given me every reason to know there's no excuse why you're not. You already shown me you can do it. Now we do it. Okay? The next move I want to demonstrate, I call it. There's nothing new underneath of the sun. Okay? I call it a push and pull. Why? Because I want you to push and pull. Okay. Pushing works your chest muscles. Pulling works back muscles. Okay? Two muscles are always working at the same time. One is getting tight while the other one is relaxing. Use one side too much, it tightens up, cramps up, because it forgets how to relax. Okay? How do we loosen up chest and back? We move arms forward and back. Pushing forward stretches out your back. Okay, when you push forward with those palms and elbows, and breathe. Okay, when you're stretching, you can almost feel the breaths going to your back specifically. Okay? And then we do the opposite. You pull your elbows backward. Okay? This is what we call going through your range of motion. You'll feel it when you're going through your full range of motion as it stretches and contracts. Now again, push forward. Make sure you're able to breathe. If your body doesn't like it, it has a trick it plays on you. It makes you stop breathing when you're doing it. That's how it makes sure you don't do it very long. The problem is you're normally not the one to recognize you're not breathing. It's your friend around you. Oh man, breathe, catch your breath. Woo, what's got you so excited? Now pull them backwards. And now relax. Now what we're going to do is what they call, take a seat now. Now we're going to do what they call cardio. Okay? Cardio is when we put it all together. Cardio is when we put it all together. Now the funny thing about cardio, okay, just how you demonstrated you can do this, you know how you just showed me you can do this? And I think we did it 3 times. We want to make sure you know how to do it, and we want you to feel comfortable doing it. Because when we do cardio, you'll do it about 70 times. And you'll do it faster than you can think about it. It happens so quickly. All of it happens so fast. In fact, do you remember when you just tapping your toes? How many times did you tap your toes? See what I mean? There's no way for you to even try to keep count of that. Okay? But the funny thing is, if something is wrong with your toes or your balance, you'll slow down. Like, this is going to help anything. This right here is an indication you don't need to be standing up walking. We need to sit you down in the chair and get certain things strong. Because when you're strong, you move a different way. Okay, you move a different way. Here we go. It's called cardio. The only key here, don't stop. The key here, don't stop. Doing it all at the same time, woo, it should get exhausting. It should get exhausting. But the more you keep going, your body finds a rhythm of what you're doing. And the breathing helps to keep you going. I can show you better than I can tell you. Okay? Let's get back down to your toes. We'll start with your toes and then we'll go into your march in place. Okay? We'll start with your toes and we'll start picking them up nice and slow. When you do it slow, pick them all the way up. Okay? Let's try. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. March in place. Left, 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 right. Left, 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 right. Now earlier we did one leg at a time. Now you're alternating. This is actually much easier than doing the one leg at the same time. 1 and 2. While one leg works, the other one gets a break. Okay? We easily can go twice as far as we could when we're doing one leg at a time. Left, 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 right. Picking up on your knee. Trying to do the same as me. You breathe in out and breathing in, and then we do it all again. Left, 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 right. Left, 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 right. All we're doing is picking up on your knees. They call this marching in place. What's the difference between marching and walking? Left, 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 right. Picking up on the knee, trying to do the same as me. You breathe in out and breathing in, and then you do it all again. Left, 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 right. Again, I'll remind you, look how fast you're taking those steps. I haven't seen you walk that fast in 20 years. Left, 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 right. In fact, let's practice. Let's practice. If you wanted to slow it down. Slow down. Try not to make a sound as your feet touch the ground. Get quiet. Just try it. No noise from your feet. No noise from your feet. 10, 9, and 8. Woo! 7, 6, and 5. Woo! 4, 3, and 2, 2, 2, 2, and 1, 1. March it out. March it out. Now hopefully you can tell the difference. When you're trying to move it slow, they just feel heavy. Left, 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 right. And what you should also notice here now is this is too easy for you. We got to add in your arms. Your arms like to do what your legs like to do. Let's push and pull. Push and pull. Push and pull. Good push and pull. It's a push and a pull. Now what you did was just make this much more difficult. Now why would you do that? Push and pull. And you're laughing back there. See what I mean? Well, how in the world are you laughing with all of this you having to do? having to sit up, having to breathe, having to pay attention, pushing and pulling, picking up on the knee. You got a lot going on here. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. I'm so proud of you. Woo! 1 and 2. Just don't stop until we're through. 1 and 2 and 3 and then 4. It's a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. Ooh! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Ooh! And high. Now push up to the sky. Up, 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 and up. Now this is one of the heaviest and most challenging lifts because you're picking up against gravity. Your arms will feel like weights. Up and up. Breathe out, breathe in. It's up and up. We're looking up again. 10 and 9 and 8. You're doing great. 7, 6 and 5. Woo! 4, 3 and 2 and 2 and 2 and 2. You the one. You the one. Now keep it right there. Keep it right there. The hold is the hardest part. 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 Keep breathing. Keep breathing. 10, 9, and 8. 7, 6, and 5. 4, 3, and 2. And 1. Drop the arms. Hand clap. Hand clap. Hand clap. Hand clap. Ha! After all that, this is your hand clap. For all that you do, this clap is just for you. Ha! Woo! Yeah! We clap. We clap. Ooh! 1 and 2. Ooh! And I take you to see your favorite musician. You'll do this all night long. Clapping and stomping and jumping all over the place. You'll do this for fun. When you're not doing it for fun, we need exercise. Because we know you can do it. We've seen you do it before. We know you can do it. When you're not doing it, whoo, and we want to know why. We want to know why. Whoo, drop the hands, keep the legs for 10, 9, 8, woo, 7, 6, and 5. Woo, give me 4, 3, 2, 2, 2, 2, and 1, and 1, and now you're done. When you hear relax or done, your body should let you know that it's relaxing. And it go, whew. Your body should let you know that you're tired. Otherwise, your body is saying, why did you stop? It'll keep on going if it's strong enough. It takes a break when it's ready for it. Okay? When you keep going longer, you get stronger. Okay? Woo. All you're doing is catching your breath. Should feel good to catch your breath. Should feel good to catch your breath. Why? Because it feels good to do things. It feels good to do things. Okay? When you're not doing things, we want to know why. Now we do one for your brain. Now we do for your brain. Because if you're not breathing, I already told you, you won't have the energy to form enough thinking to get up out of your chair. You'll just do what feels comfortable. And guess what feels comfortable? Nothing. You won't want to move a bit. Because one of the most difficult things to do is lift yourself up out of the chair. This is a heavy lift. This is called a squat. This is called a squat. It's a very challenging thing to do, especially if you don't feel like you're strong enough to begin with. It takes leg muscles, knees working, all of that to work together in order to stand up correctly. Whew. How do you know you need to work on your standing up? If you're sitting down. Whew. If you're sitting down, looks like this. Normally your hands are here. They're going to touch your leg. And I'm not talking about anybody in here, just so we know. Your hands are going to touch your leg. See what I'm doing here now? See how my head is dropping down? Now I'm going to push my buttocks backward a little bit, but I'm trying to set my buttocks down in my chair. Right about here, it's not going to keep working. And the reason it's not going to keep working is because right here and below are the same muscle it takes to get you out of the chair. So when you get right here, when you do this, when you drop in your chair, that's your indication these muscles can't handle you no more. And it's going to be easier for you to sit in the chair. I'll rewind the tape for you because I knew you grew up with VCR. Well, you didn't grow up with it, but you understand. Being able to see it again helps out. How do you know you need to work on your legs? Okay, let me say another way. We all know how to sit down and stand up. Right? There you go. When you're not doing it right, we know something needs to change. How do you know it needs to change? You'll start using your hands to sit down. Didn't you just see me sit down with my arms crossed? This is how we check to see if you can sit and stand properly. It's called a sit to stand. This is a national senior test. We want you to be able to do that 10 times in 30 seconds. Okay? If not, what it means is you're doing more sitting than you are getting. Because the more you sit, these muscles will forget their number one job. Okay? Whew. The sit down again. How do you know you need to work on legs? You're not sitting down the same way. Sitting down is much easier than standing up. Can we agree there? Okay, going downhill is much easier than getting up. So if you have to cheat sitting down, we already know getting up is going to take a whole lot of convincing and effort. This is your sit down when you start using your hands to sit down. When you start using your hands to sit down. Okay? That is a clear indication, okay? We're not able to do it correctly anymore. If you're using your hands when you get about 6 inches over top of your chair, these muscles are not used to your body weight. They're going to give way. Whew. Let's do one for your brain. It's called head, shoulders, out, and in. It's called head, shoulders, out, and in. Because if you're not moving around, your brain is not getting a certain amount of oxygen. Okay? If it's not getting a certain amount of oxygen, it's going to fall apart too. Okay? Normally my Jeopardy question for you is if you don't remember what you had for breakfast yesterday, you might need to do more to stimulate your brain. Okay? Starting position. We touch the head. We touch the shoulder. We open out. And then we bring it back in. We touch the head. We touch the shoulder, we open out, and then we come back in. Now you relax. Now we're going to see if you can remember it. Now personally, I know you can remember it. Don't let anybody tell you you're too old to remember or too old to build muscle or get strong. You're not. Okay? Starting position. Head, shoulder, out, in. Head, shoulders, out, in. Head, shoulders, out and 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 in. Head, shoulder, out, in. Head, shoulders, out, in. Head, shoulders, out, in. Head, shoulders, out, in. Head, shoulders, out and 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 in. Head, shoulder, out, in. Head, shoulders, out, in. Head, shoulder, out, in. Head, shoulders, out, in. Head, shoulders, out and in. Head, shoulders, out and in. Head, shoulders, out and in. Head, shoulders, out. Woo! This is one great big hug from me to you. I can't do it by myself, and I don't know if neither would you. Fitness is meant to be done with friends, my friends. Right now, you should be getting tired of this hug because your arms are turning into weights. It's all about feelings. Okay? You don't mind doing a certain amount of things. Okay? But when it starts to get uncomfortable, make sure you're doing it right. Bring the palms on in. Even with the palms in, you're not going to feel any relief. Okay? And that's because your elbows are still up. Your elbows are up, your upper body is working. In order to relax, you have to stop what you're doing. Slowly relax. Oh, it should feel good to relax. You control when you relax. Arms away from your body. Keep them nice and low. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. One more, straight to the front. Keep them nice and low. Breathe. The key here, now that you're not moving, make sure you feel yourself breathing. Make sure you feel yourself breathing. Otherwise, when you don't feel like you're breathing, get up and do something. 3, 2, 1, relax. Do apologize for all the yapping. ladies and gents. Please eat good, drink good, sleep good. Tomorrow could very well be a very good day for you. Woohoo! Every day's a holiday. Oh, yeah. Woohoo! Oh, yeah.